Hello, this is Jack. Okay, exposing sexuality, or sex and sexuality, or exposing sex. So, let's have a look. Let's first go back to, well, not back, it's still kind of here, but not as extensive. Let's go back before everything in heaven changed. Looking at the entire sexual system and the way it was set up. So, within human beings, there was placed a sex system, literally. It was connected with a central beam. I'd say beam, but it's like a metallic interdimensional system that was like light silvery in color, placed in the center of the human physical body. Then there at the, just if you have your bum cheeks, they're at the top of your bum cheeks, those bones there. From there, this beam was connected to there, to the center of your back, just down way on your lower back there, where your spine basically ends. Those 3 points into your mind, of course, connected to your unconscious mind system, and basically connected to your pelvic area. Okay, so now this was for both males and females, placed in exactly the same. Oh, and it was then also connected to your emotional and feeling centers. That was a system placed in your solar plexus. So what were relationships in this world for actually? Now, these sex systems were placed in for 2 reasons and purposes. The first one, of course, was as 2 human beings or 2 partners have sex or sexual intercourse, the sex system would basically charge up and power a certain energetic momentum. Now this momentum got spread through in the sex system right into, so it went up from into this beam, that was this beam placement that was placed in the center of your human physical body. Now some of that energy went into your mind area through your unconscious mind, and the others went through to the bottom of your back, where there's two lower points at the top of your bum, and then right there at the end of your spine. So it went through to those 2 allocated places in your human physical body. Okay, so now 2 partners are having sexual intercourse. So as 2 partners are having sexual intercourse, this energetic momentum is being charged within the sex system. Now, the energy that goes through to your mind area, to your unconscious mind, got spread through to the rest and all of humanity to charge and power the mind consciousness systems within them. Because it went through to your unconscious mind, of course, being connected to all of humanity. The unconscious mind is that which connects all of humanity to the consciousness unified field that exists within and as this world, that connect mind consciousness systems as what human beings have accepted and allowed themselves to become as one with the entire world. The rest, which is about, let's say, 10% of the 100% of the energetic momentum that is being created there, went through to the back. It's like it's called your power center. That went through to demons. Of course, the demons' elixir of life, if you want to call it that, was the energetic momentum that was charged through 2 partners having sexual intercourse. And that's the basic reason why the sex system was placed in, to charge and power mind consciousness systems in existence, and to, of course, assist the demons in still existing within the realm of the demon dimension. So that's the basic principle of it. It's quite simple. So in terms of relationships, it doesn't really exist, because all that relationships are based on is sex. Whether you'll say, oh no, please, I love my partner and I care for my partner, etc., etc., etc. You don't. The honesty of this entire situation is that you were locked into that relationship through mind consciousness programmed systems with your pre-programmed, preordained life, and for one purpose only, and that is to charge mind consciousness systems in existence and, of course, demons. Now, the metallic part at your power center, which is, as I've explained, those top 2 bone points at the top of your bum, and then where your spine ends, basically, in your physical human body. That was placed in by demons, not by any others in existence. They kind of created that little thing there. There's like 3 pipelines that run out of the power center of the human physical body, because the sexual energy that rises, it were like literally the elixir of life for them, I can say, from that perspective. But they only took like 10% of the energy. The other 90% went through to all of humanity, to the unconscious mind, to charge mind consciousness systems. Okay, so sexuality, sex, everything, the sexual intercourse experience, everything. If you have an energetic, orgasmic release, that is not an orgasm. You know what that is? That is compounded energy that gets, it's like actually compounded emotional and feeling energy. So sex is more of a release. So your physical body like compounds emotional and feeling energy during the day or during how you experience yourself. Your physical system can't handle it anymore, nor the systems within you, and it requires a release. And that's what happens with sex. That's why you have sexual desires and sexual inhibitions, etc. It's just because you have emotions and feelings you haven't dealt with yet during the day, that's been compacted within you, and that requires release. And that release, and your physical body has been set up that way, the mind consciousness system within your physical body, to not release all the emotions and feelings within you, but it's like placed in like a holding container, to be released through the sexual experience. Because when it's released through the sexual experience, it quantifies its compounded nature, and therefore compounds the assistance of the mind consciousness systems within humanity. So orgasmic experiences is also but a release of emotions and feelings, and the energy looks really disgusting, interdimensional. It's like black and like brown color. It has a little bit of shoots of colors in it, but you just see it like compounded, and then it like releases, and then these beings have apparently these orgasmic experiences, which seems nice, yes. Why? Because it's your body going in absolute ecstasy, because you're releasing the emotions and feelings, and that's basically it, actually. That is the opposite of depression. I'd say you've got depression, where you sit with the energy, and then you've got an orgasm, which is the absolute gratification of your physical human body going, God, thank you for the release type thing. So sexual expression and sexuality has never yet been experienced by human beings as an expression of themselves at all. So that's still got to come. I mean, I'm certain we'll probably do some interviews and assistance as much as we're possibly able to. But that's basically the sex system and sexuality described. Okay, thanks, this is Jack.